Georgia is again in the headlines following the indictment of former President Trump and 18 others in connection with efforts to overturn the 2020 election in the state. The case forcing Republican leaders in the Peach State into a delicate balancing act now. NewsNation correspondent Robert Sherman live for us in Atlanta. Robert, how is all of this playing out on the ground?
Yeah, Natasha, the math is pretty clear here. The Republican Party needs to carry this state and needs to bolster support here in order to take back the White House in 2024. And there are a few states that illustrate the two sides of the Republican Party better than the Peach State here. To give you an example, you have those here on the ground in this state who love Governor Brian Kemp, who's become the de facto face of the GOP here. And like many Republicans, he won his statewide election here pretty handily back in November. Following the indictment of former President Donald Trump, he released this statement yesterday saying, quote, "The 2020 election in Georgia was not stolen. For nearly 3 years now, anyone with evidence of fraud has failed to come forward under oath and prove anything in a court of law." Going on to say that the future of our country is at stake in 2024, and that must be our focus. But on the other hand, you have the former president who stands by his claims that there were issues in 2020 election. His Senate pick here, Herschel Walker, underperformed the GOP slate and lost. The former president, according to polls, still has control of the GOP base nationwide and is the clear frontrunner to secure the nomination. So here's where things get interesting. According to a June survey from Public Opinion Strategies, former president would have a tough battle with President Biden here, but another Republican, like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, would perform more favorably. That matches up with folks on the ground here are seeing.
A Democrat running against Trump or someone who is very closely identified in the public mind with Trump, that Democrat can win. But if a Democrat is running against a Republican who is not seen as being a Trump candidate, then the Republicans win.
And in recent weeks, we actually have seen Florida Governor Ron DeSantis campaigning on that aspect, believing that he's the more electable candidate who can more adequately carry the states of Georgia. And he also claims Arizona as well. But still, you look at the nationwide polls and all these state-to-state polls, former President Donald Trump clearly ahead of everyone and the clear front runner for the GOP nomination. Natasha.
Okay, Robert Sherman live for us in Atlanta. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.